Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's story is an emotional roller coaster that will definitely tug at your heartstrings. He felt each blow strike his heart hard. His boss gave him $100 and said no need to come tomorrow. He didn't argue. Poor old man had to resort to scavenging, and that snowy slope was quite the adventure on ice. Life was tough, so he had to climb up and down the mountain, wondering where his son was, totally unaware of his misery. You and your wife kicked me out and expected me to vanish? I already paid you. That's pretty harsh. Did you give me money? If you did, I could have had a better feast. I was lucky to find anything, but there's barely anything left. I might as well not worry, as it took the old man half a day just to make $7. But he didn't complain because those few bucks could last him a few days. His son-in-law's potatoes hadn't even been peeled. His vegetable knife was rustier than a barn door, but he used some salvaged bean oil to grease the pan and toss the unseasoned potato. Oh well, just make do with this meal. He's close to his neighbor, often playing cards, unconcerned about winning. Just casually played a couple of hands, keeping things lively. After a while, Old Lou saved up some spare change. He switched out the tattered plastic wrap for shiny new glass. The sun was shining outside, and life was finally looking up, but the universe had other plans, and the next day a snowstorm hit. He dumped the last of the cornmeal into a bucket and boiled it up. While eating, he had no qualms, staring blankly at his old friend, mumbling, filled with nostalgia. Now he was at his wit's end, saying, "Don't mind me, I'm just helpless." Meanwhile, the cattle dealer kept sizing up the cow. The old man asked a lot of questions, hoping to find a good home for his buddy, not that he was preparing for anything special. "They'll just take him here, you don't need to worry about it." As he said goodbye, he gently stroked the cow. Then he took off the bell from its neck, thinking it would be a fitting memento, though it hardly stood out. A tear dropped from the old man's eye, thinking, such a big cow, only $700. He stood in a daze, watching the cow walk away slowly, feeling a rush of reluctance and regret. Without the cow, he felt even lonelier. As he hoisted firewood onto his shoulder, it felt like memories flooded back, though it was already too late for the present. In the dead of night, someone burst into his home, shouting, "Where's the money?" Subtitles. Clearly, his intention was to get at the money the old man got from selling the cow. When the old man persisted in keeping silent, the guy began to beat him up, only to be met with a series of slapping sounds. The guy searched, found no cash, kept hitting the old man, couldn't bear it. "Can I go now?" He finally pleaded, begging for mercy. "I can leave, I truly can." Only at that moment did the guy discover some cash in the hat and hurriedly left. The room fell silent again, but the hat was depressingly empty. The old man thought back on the past month's misadventures, feeling a tear slit down silently as his life seemed meaningless. He borrowed $5 and, with yellow paper and liquor, made his way to his parents' graves. In the biting wind, only the flames at his parents' graves offered him a spark of warmth. He was like a guilty kid, bowing at the grave, perhaps hoping for their forgiveness. The old man walked in the snow, each step crunching underfoot. After a long trek, he finally spotted a tree. He smoked several packs there, with each puff echoing his thoughts until the very last drag. He untied his leg straps, tossed them, and they fell like a spiraling bird, knotting. He pulled repeatedly, tears streaming, and tested the rope's strength, sure it told. But despite trying for a long time, he couldn't bring himself to put the noose around his neck. He seemed to lack resolve. In the end, he visited the clinic, lying about insomnia to get sleeping pills to end it all. But the young doctor was sharp and only handed him 2 pills. So the old man went daily, saving up his stash. He must survive. As long as alive, there's hope. Without the cow, he does it all alone. His final drink came when he had saved enough pills, borrowed from a neighbor, to buy his favorite pork knuckle. As he took a bite of the peanuts, the flavor burst in his mouth. He took a shot of liquor and aimed for the pork knuckle. The pork knuckle was tough, and it took quite an effort. His chopsticks hovered in midair, hesitating for ages before landing in his mouth. The family he once loved now felt distant, and the pork knuckle lost its charm. He drained the liquor and pulled out the pill bottle. He just wanted death to come quickly, fast enough to spare him any pain. The next day, the neighbor knocked on his door early in the morning, urging him to get up and saying it was time to go to work. No matter how he prodded, Old Blue wouldn't budge until he gave him a good shove, and only then did he slowly wake up. After he woke up, a man with a mustache knocked on the door. He was a public interest lawyer dispatched by the village head, who stated that he could assist him in securing his son's support payments. Old Lou felt immense joy welling up inside him. But when he saw the printed lawsuit, Old Lou couldn't make heads or tails of it, just mumbling under his breath. Last night, weather changed fast. His son played in snow, granary was full, yet he forgot his father. Grandson played indoors like a new cycle. The village head told Old Lou his house was sold. Old Lou tidied his house, and it sold for more. The village head guessed his intent and summed it up.